Okay, good morning and welcome to our channel of fabulousness. We're here today to talk to our co-host Tracey Leigh to hear all about her up-close and personal experience of not only living in Spain but also having had and recovered from the COVID-19 virus. Hi Tracey.
Hi darling.
Fantastic. So to help those who may be watching out there in YouTube world to have a little context about yourself and your experience with the virus, can you please fill us in or fill those people watching in with where do you live and what do you do for a job?
Okay, so I live in southern Spain. I actually live on the border of Spain and Gibraltar, so the total end. And what I do for a job, I'm in the wellbeing community. I'm a beauty therapist and I work in a beautiful salon in Gibraltar.
Lovely. Okay, so your clients, where would the bulk of your clients come from? Can you give us an idea? Being in Gibraltar, which is the hub of the tourism industry, give us an idea of your clientele.
Okay, so obviously we get so much tourism. We've got super yachts, we've got yachts, we've got boat people, we've got airplane people, we've got people coming across the border.
Right.
We also have our locals.
Right. Okay, so it's a real cross mix. However, what I'm trying to drill into is that you've got a lot of tourists. You deal with a lot of tourists. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Tourists.
All right. So, and I find this intriguing. I already know your story, so I'm gagging to get to this bit. When did you start to feel sick with what you know? And we're saying here in hindsight. So what you know now about the virus and your experience of it, when did you start to feel poorly?
I know. Okay, so on reflection of that, back in December 2019, Jules.
Wow.
No, really. You kind of don't get sick here. If you live here and you're an expat, you don't get sick because you got to work and there's no benefits and nothing like that. So you just don't get sick. I was feeling so offbeat.
Wow.
So were so many other people.
Oh, okay. So you were aware at the time you weren't feeling the best in December that there were many others around you similarly placed.
Yeah, and it was this I've never suffered from the flu. Not really.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, you get the flu, you get a cold.
Yeah.
Men get flu.
Yeah,
Women get colds.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Men are at death's door and we just get on with it. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
You know, what again?
So okay, so you started feeling poorly. And what was that like? What was it? Did you just feel like, were you aches and pains? What was that feeling poorly in December? What was it?
So this is what happened. It was like I was almost getting the flu and then I didn't. It didn't come out. You know when your whole symptom, your bones are aching, your skin's a bit sore, you're congested.
Yeah.
But it never came out with, and as it didn't a lot of people, but also a lot of people around me.
Yeah.
So coughing and spluttering and.
Okay. All right then.
No.
Okay.
I work in the salon, so it wasn't just that, standing in the queue for a bus or wherever I was at that point in time. It was happening. Everybody seemed to have a cold.
Okay. All right. Okay. And that was unusual because living where you live, you're in the sunshine, you have access to the most amazing fresh produce. You're literally, you are living in the Mediterranean, and we all know about people who live around the Mediterranean basin. You know, they don't get heart disease. You're generally healthy people, aren't they? Go figure.
Very healthy.
Compared to the rest of the Western world. Okay, so you struggled.
Mediterranean diet.
Yeah. So you struggled on feeling like shite with these
Yeah,
symptoms.
really.
I understand what you're saying. I very rarely get the flu myself, but I understand what you're saying about the border. You know, when you're starting to, and you think, oh no, I'm getting sick. And that never actually happened. So when did you personally tip over from that, feeling like that, to actually then developing full-blown coronavirus?
Personally,
Personally?
personally,
Yeah.
Friday the 13th of March.
Wow. So you struggled on for almost 3 months then, feeling like you and probably thousands of others.
I must say, because I'd never been to a doctor, I did go to a doctor 3 weeks before I got sick. I decided I needed to go to a doctor.
Yeah.
And I went to a doctor and I said to her, I have no idea. I seem to be on fire. I had a temperature.
Right. Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
this was reoccurring.
Right.
Oh, it's so weird. But anyway, and I said, I don't know if it's the menopause. I don't know if I'm going mad, but I just don't feel right. I'm more congested than I ever was. I've got wicked headache. I feel nauseous quite a lot, but it's on and off. Is
Yeah.
this the menopause?
Yeah.
That's why I went to the doctor.
Oh,
to
valid
try and
question.
sort that shit out.
Yeah, and that's a valid question, and potentially viewers, once we finish with the COVID story, will be more about being in this age group and dealing with the menopause. But I digress. So to bring you back on track, yeah. So you were asking the doctor, is this menopause? I would too. Yeah. Carry on.
Where was I?
Oh, well, you're sitting there talking to the doctors 3 weeks before you actually went into full-blown symptoms. Yeah.
Excuse me. That's smoker's cough, I'm sure. Anyway, yeah. So she booked an appointment for me.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks. A week later, I went to London. Me and a really great friend of mine went to a party in London. Honestly, Jules, this was Friday the 13th. There'd been little snippets, there'd been a little bit of chit chat about the coronavirus.
Yeah.
I don't watch television.
Yeah.
My mother does, yes. I don't. I really steer clear of news, doom and gloom, and all that shit. That's me. I'd rather do something else. But anyway, so we're hearing this. It was true. It was happening, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I landed in London on Friday, and I was feeling nauseous and everything. I didn't even put it down to that. I just felt I'd been awake too long, insomnia, menopause, all about the menopause. That's what I thought it was. And then by Saturday, I had the screaming, everything. How do I put that? I wasn't, I had diarrhea, such bad diarrhea.
Yeah.
I was vomiting.
Okay. So
keep nothing down.
So those were they the last symptoms to arrive?
No, they were the first symptoms.
Oh
so
God.
Therefore, again, I didn't think I had anything like the coronavirus.
Yeah.
I will say though, Jules, I will send you some pictures of what I took on the tube in London and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I will go into in another episode a conversation that I overheard on the tube train with the guy that had the coronavirus, and he was sweating like a pig.
Yeah.
And honestly, he'd been put on a train to go to isolation.
With full-blown coronavirus onto the train. Oh my God. Okay, so in London, you got those symptoms where you had the vomiting and the diarrhea. So by the time you got back to Spain,
Monday. So that was Friday. Monday.
yeah,
Okay. The guy I'd gone with,
yeah,
he got screaming shits and everything.
yeah,
No, we've got to bleep that out. He got the diarrhea
yeah,
and the vomits.
yeah,
So I'm cleaning up after him, per se. Whilst now what's coming on with me is flu.
yeah,
I felt fluey. And you know what flu, everyone knows what a flu feels like.
yeah,
I don't get flu. I don't get flu. You get a cold.
yeah,
Flu's different. Well,
yeah,
this is like treble flu. You can't even get up and walk to the bathroom or wherever because you're going all dizzy and you feel faint. Not only that, your nerve endings. These are the symptoms. Your nerve endings are alive. And I don't know how to even describe it. You try to walk and it's like walking on glass or something like that.
how awful.
It's an incredible feeling.
Yeah,
What I'm going to say, what I had, Jules, in the bigger picture,
yeah,
is mild symptoms.
yeah. Well, I mean, you're experiencing what tons of people who've not been checked into hospital are told to go home and manage it with what were you managing it with? What was the medication they told you to go home and manage it with?
So I had a conversation virtually with the doctor, and he said, "Do not come in to this hospital."
Really?
99% sure you have. Do not come in here unless you've got breathing difficulties.
Right.
So, what was the question?
Well, I just asked you, what were you told, medication-wise, to manage your situation with?
Paracetamol.
And that was for managing the temperature
down.
Right.
Get the temperature down, Jules, and that is so poignant. Paracetamol, I hate taking tablets. Any sort of tablets. I hate that. But sometimes farmers have to come into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Paracetamol stops the bone ache.
Did it?
The headache. Your head is like it's in a vice. Right. Glands are up like golf balls.
Oh no.
No, really.
So what? Really? So to sit here and listen to this, it's like every aspect of your body, it goes into crisis. So it's not like, oh, you've just got aches and pains and a really bad head, or oh, I've got diarrhea and vomiting, or something else. You've got a multitude. It's like your whole body goes into crisis. That's quite shocking.
Yeah, it really does.
So you
I know how it can affect so badly the vulnerable.
Yeah, the elderly. Yeah, those with
not just the
elderly. Yeah,
the weak immune systems, all that. The doctor that spoke to me said, because I had low immune and it is even low, Jill. I've got a particular autoimmune condition. Listen, it doesn't matter. You've been vulnerable.
Yeah, I've got one of those at home. My son, he has autoimmune condition as well, so he actually is an essential worker, part-time after uni job. He's an essential worker, but he's had to step back from that because we didn't want to risk him, like yourself, being immunocompromised, catching this
So
hideous.
I've got a son, just the same as you, because we've grown up together. We know this, and he was a care worker.
Right. So he stepped back.
Go back into that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That is the most right. That is where we feel really bad because we're care workers.
Yeah.
We're trained professional care workers as well. I don't want him. I personally don't want him.
Yeah.
Going back into that.
That's the mother in you speaking, and I can completely understand that. So when you were having your virtual appointment with the doctor, this is the world we live in, right? You had to have a virtual doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Did he? What was their advice on isolation?
Oh, total. You got to isolate yourself completely. I so did that. Bless him. The guy I was with, we'd only gone for a long weekend in London.
Yeah. And you ended up.
He didn't expect to be stuck with me. Fucking. Sorry. Swear box.
He didn't expect to be in house lockdown with you. Did he get the coronavirus as well?
I think he has it. He's had it.
He had it. Yeah.
I don't even understand. This is why I'm so curious about this virus, because I'm quite fit and healthy.
Yeah.
At the age I am.
Yeah.
Yet.
It got you.
Yeah.
It got you. Okay. Well, listen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish up on that note, okay? Because we've gone about 15 minutes. So
that was a brilliant talk.
And we know there's more. There's more we want to drill down into in regards to this. For those watching, I live in New Zealand. Tracey lives in Spain, as you heard, and we're both having our own community experiences of living with this virus. So we're going to bring you more about that in the next episode. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Please like this video, and more importantly, we're here to have a discussion. We just don't want you to sit here and just listen to us talk. We want to hear from you as well. So if you're somewhere in the world having experiences or anything we've said rings a bell with you and you want to contribute, please, we will address we will address all comments. So as we said, we'll be back to continue this conversation. In the meantime, stay well, stay healthy. Thank you, Tracey from Spain. And
I love you. Thank you, Jules.
Love you too. And we'll see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah. Where's my buttons?